Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, and Battlefield 1 was released on the 21st of October 2016. That was quite some time ago now. So today I'm talking about old game fatigue, because playing BF1 for content, I obviously play it a lot more and for a lot longer than the vast majority of other people do. So I'm looking to compare and contrast my thoughts about it today with you guys. So get ready to load up that comment section with your opinions. What do you do for fun on BF1 now? What are the downsides of it being an older game? How has the game changed for you since release? How often do you play it now? Anything relevant to that kind of subject matter, share it below. Because old game fatigue is a thing, obviously. Doing the same thing over and over again for an extended amount of time can cause mental fatigue, as you simply just don't feel as stimulated anymore. It's not fresh. Now thankfully I still find Battlefield 1 to be a whole lot of fun. I enjoy playing it, and it's still what I'd choose to play above other options at this current time. But it doesn't compare to how I felt about it during the first 6 months or so of its lifespan. When it was new, the player population was huge, weapons needed to be unlocked, different kinds of kills were a novel experience, and all that kind of stuff. One of the reasons why Battlefield is so engaging is the scope of experience. I've now nearly seen everything, I would imagine, but the sheer amount of stuff you can witness is why myself and others have spent so much time on it. Like, do you remember the first time a flame trooper came marching down a corridor at you? Or the first time you saw the blimp crash into the ground in front of you, or you saw two planes crash into each other? These are the reasons why I'm so excited to have a new Battlefield title this year. Because while there isn't that much excitement left in BF1 now, it does show just how much there will be in the next Battlefield release. Beyond that, for me personally, it should help the channel to grow more, as the interest in my videos currently is understandably quite low. I mean, I've just looked and there's currently less than 26,000 people on Battlefield 1 right now across all platforms, which isn't particularly high a number for a AAA title. But anyway, back to Battlefield 1 itself. I'm finding that I'm having to mix things up a lot more these days in order to have as much fun as possible. And actually doing that is a good thing, something I highly advise you guys do if things are getting kind of stale. When I think back to my early time on Battlefield, I didn't use scoped support or medic weapons. I never touched a scoped sniper. I almost solely played domination, and I played so slowly that my score per minute was incredibly low. So I've personally really developed during the course of this game's existence, and I'm willing to bet that many of you guys have too, in lots of different ways. But what about the actual downsides within the game that are a result of its somewhat old age? And I'm not talking about it being old in comparison to previous titles, but in terms of being the current Battlefield release, it's beginning to walk a little slowly. It needs a stick to get out of bed, and its food is kind of mushed up a little to make it easier to swallow. You see what I'm getting at? For me, this has resulted in a few things that have begun to grate on me. I find that with skill-based matchmaking and lobby balancing being a thing, my lobbies are generally full of people from all over the world, with truly ridiculous pings sometimes. That, or lobbies that just don't fill up, which can be frustrating in its own way. Then also the average ability of players now feels far higher, which is to be expected, but combining that with lag can make for a very frustrating experience at times. And then there's also that the age of the game can make niggling annoyances even more frustrating, such as when enemy planes dominate your team, or your teammates not watching their direction causing you to get shot in the back. All kinds of things beyond your control. You just put up with them at first. It's just part of the game. It really is just part of the game. But as the game gets older, it kind of gets a little more annoying. And yet, overall, I still love this game, despite its flaws. I haven't played previous titles, so I can't really compare BF1 to them. I know that it's not thought of all that highly by many players when compared with BF4 or BF3 or even Bad Company 2, but for me, it's been a great title that's afforded me a lot of fun times whilst helping me to build an awesome small community here on YouTube. So I'm thankful for it. Regardless of the old game fatigue that I've mentioned, I still love this game. But what do you think? What have you enjoyed the most in the game? What's changed for you? And what are you excited for with having a new Battlefield title this year? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, we need to quickly shoot over to the Board of Awesome to show our respect to the fantastic people who choose to support the channel on Patreon. They are the main reason why you receive content full time. So thanks to everyone on here. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, then the link to their Patreon page is in the description below and in my pinned comment, where you can support the channel from $1 a month if you so wish, and it really helps. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos, and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.